Okay, Shri, I am suffering from this disease. So without going to the doctor, I save so much money. Let me play 100 rupees is to the sadhu. He'll give me blessings. So I saved 1,000 of the rupees for fighting the disease. For the purpose of they go to the sadhu. So nobody goes to the sadhu for going back to home, back to Godhead. New deal the heap. December 14, 1975.
Thanks, Rayan. Was anybody able to follow it? So Prabhupada says, Sir, I'm suffering from some disease. Okay. So without going to the doctor and saving so much money, let me pay 100 rupees to Sadhu and he will give me his blessings. So because of that, what happens? So I will save thousands of rupees for curing the disease. For this purpose, they go to Sadhu. Nobody goes to Sadhu for going back home, back to Godhead. So here Sadhu represents whom? So Prabhupada says here, see, I'm not sure if you would have observed, but it is so common back home in India. Okay, if they have some problems, okay, it can be health problems, it can be some financial problems, or it can be some emotional problem, whatever it is. Okay. First, they will try to find if there are any saints. There will be a lot of saints. There is no dearth of saints. Okay, there will be every streets. There will be some saints, and they will try to give some preachings and do something. So what Prabhupada says here is, if they have some disease, say for example, if they have some problem that is a disease, they will not go to the doctor and get it cured, because doctor will ask thousands of money. They will go to these saints and then say, oh, I'm suffering, I'm having this problem, please save me. And for to sadhu, they don't have to pay thousands of rupees. They can just pay few dollars, okay, and they can get it cured. But actually, why we should approach sadhu? To understand what this life is, where we are, what is the destination. Nobody cares about it, and they will not because they are not aware of it at all. You kids are so fortunate, and you kids are so lovely. You are attending these sessions daily. But there are so many people that they don't know, right? So they don't know what is it going to happen next life, or even previous life, or why they are here, what they are here. They just keep on going to them. So Prabhupada is saying, actually, we should approach sadhu to understand the purpose of life and ask them how to go back home, back to Godhead. And now you have been in the session for a long time. So what is the way? What is the way to go back home, back to Godhead? Anybody?
Chanting
Chanting the holy names.
Very good. Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. Okay. So let's get to today's session. Sorry?
Can I tell another reason why?
Sure. Please go ahead.
We can also eat prasadam.
Yeah, okay. That prasadam is also nice, right? Yeah. If the prasadam is from Krishna, yes, definitely we can honor it. Okay. Thank you for responding. Jay, I see hands raised. Do you want to share anything? Okay.
Yesterday, Kahoot.
Let's take, sorry, what?
Yesterday, Kahoot.
Today, no, today it's not Kahoot. Today we have presentation.
Oh.
Yeah. From a very great speaker. So let's wait and then see. Okay. So what happened so far? I know you are all attending the session for a long time. Just for my recap. So what did we see? We saw that yoga of devotion, right? So what does that mean, yoga of devotion? There are so many yogas, right? What does this yoga of devotion means? Anybody? So after hearing to Sukhdev Goswami, right? Sukhdev Goswami was talking about Shat Chakra Yoga, right? Like how to control mind, body, senses, and how to go forward. Towards the end, he concluded of all the yogas, the yoga of devotion, the Bhakti Yoga is the best. Correct? So Sukdev Goswami said, just practice. You don't have to worry about other types of yoga. Yoga means what? What does yoga mean? Yoga means
It's meditation to the Supreme Lord.
connection.
Krishna. Connecting to Krishna.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you, Balvrinda. So, after hearing that Bhakti Yoga is the best, connecting with the Supreme is the best, then Parikshit Maharaj asked few questions. Oh, really? Then I want to know more about it. How is this universe created? How is everything being maintained? How is everything get annihilated? So, Parikshit has some questions, right? Right. So, after hearing to Parikshit's question, Sukdev Goswami started to respond. But before that, we have to understand that Parikshit Maharaj did not ask, okay, now tell me about what happened in Vrindavan. Now tell me about whom did he play or what did he do. First, Parikshit Maharaj wanted to understand the greatness of Krishna, right? Like Prabhupada always used to say, unless we know about a person, it is very hard to really have some relationship. Like, for example, say you have friends, right? Unless you know about your friend, what he can do, how good he is, what what are all his hobbies, the character, and what can he do. Like, unless we know, we don't have friendship with strangers, correct? Does anybody have friendship with the strangers? I mean, like our friends are
No, Mataji, strangers are kidnappers.
kidnappers.
Yeah.
We don't have them. Unless we know about a person, first we don't have a friendship, correct? So to know about them, first we need to understand what is their position, where they are, or like what are their contribution. We understand about them. Similarly, Parikshit Maharaj, before entering into understanding what happened in Vrindavan or what happened in later, he wants to understand what are the real powers of Krishna, like what he does, like how everything happens. You are telling he is the supreme, so I wanted to know more. Already Parikshit Maharaj knows everything, correct? He is a great devotee of Lord Krishna, but still, only through these questions, we will all know these answers. So Parikshit Maharaj is asking them to Sukdev Goswami. And after hearing these questions, Sukdev Goswami was very happy because he is going to talk about Lord. But before talking about Lord, he offered his prayers. Correct? That's what you saw yesterday. The great prayers. So he offered great prayers. Correct? And only through prayers, we will get their blessings, right? Before even we do anything good, even before we start something, we also pray, correct? Oh, please bless Krishna, please bless that everything should go fine. And here Sukdev Goswami is saying, oh, please bless that so that I repeat the same words. I don't misinterpret something, so that I repeat the same words that's been communicated. So Sukdev Goswami offered prayers. After offering prayers, what happened? After offering prayers to Krishna, Sukdev Goswami answered Parikshit's inquiry about the universal creation by quoting conversation between Lord Brahma and Narada Muni. So what happened was, you know what, Parikshit Maharaj, the same question which you asked, the same question was asked by Narada Muni to Lord Brahma. So what I'm going to do is, instead of giving my own answers, I will repeat the exact conversation between Narada Muni and Lord Brahma. So that when I repeat those conversations, you will get the answers which you are seeking for. So through this, what do we understand? This is knowledge through disciplic succession. What does the disciplic succession means? Any idea?
Mataji, the order of gurus, like from Krishna, Brahma,
Brahma, Bharata.
Ah, that's so nice. They're so right. Correct. So these knowledge. So Sukdev Goswami did not concoct his own thought and he started replying something. Like sometimes if we are approached with some question, even though we don't know or even though we are not sure about it, we reply in some way. We in the sense, I don't think you will do, but in the past, before coming into Krishna consciousness, I have definitely done, at least in my workplace. Okay. Because we can't tell, I don't know. They will say, okay, get out. You don't know, then get out. So we have to come up with something. But here, the real process of getting knowledge is through disciplic succession. Disciplic succession means to proper Guru Parampara. Our Guru should have a Guru, and that Guru should have a Guru, and it finally leads to Lord Krishna. That is the proper disciplic succession. So that knowledge comes in the descending order. Correct? So here Sukdev Goswami is giving me an example for that. So he is trying to give the same conversation. So you know what? Now he is going to start. Sage Narada inquired from Brahma. What did he inquire? He asked some questions to Lord Brahma. Just like the way you asked, Sage Narada also asked. What did he ask? What are the characteristics of the universe? How is it created and conserved? Under whose control is this being done? What is your source of your knowledge? Under whose protection are you standing? What is your real position? So, Sage Narada, you know, how was Lord Brahma and Sage Narada related?
Brahma's Narada's father.
Very good. So, he has seen his, what does Lord Brahma do?
He creates everything.
He creates humans.
He creates the living beings. He creates the living beings and everything
Yes, living
else.
beings.
He
Light.
creates
The
everything.
creator and controller
He
of all
creates
living.
light.
He's the creator, the controller.
Creator and controller? Okay.
No,
That we will
he's
get to
the
know.
creator. He's the creator and controller, but he makes the living beings.
Okay.
He's controlled by Krishna, and he's the creator and he's the creator.
Okay. He definitely creates this material world. So, see, even we have seen in our family, right? So for us, whatever our parents does something before going to school, whatever parents does something, whatever parents say, that is Veda for us, correct? We will strictly follow. Have anybody not followed any of the parents' instruction? I doubt. Only after going to school, seeing other children not following, maybe at that time we will also learn then, oh, it's okay not to follow. But before that, we would have definitely followed. So for us, parents are our first guru, correct? We learn from our parents what is good, what is right. The good habits we learn from our home. So similarly, Narada has seen only his father, Lord Brahma, doing creation, and he is thinking he is doing maintenance, and he's having lot of knowledge. He's doing so many things. So Narada has concluded that Lord Brahma is the creator. He is the supreme and he does so many things. So that's why Sage Narada wants to know answers to these questions. Correct? Everybody is inquisitive, right? So, yeah.
Brahma is the second Lord.
Second period. That we will come to know. But according to Sage Narada, at this moment, Brahma is the creator. He is everything. Okay. And even if somebody creates something, they should get some powers, right? Unless they have powers, they won't be able to do anything. So that's why Narada asked, under whose control is this all being done? I know that you are creating. How are you getting the power? From whom are you getting the power? Please tell me, what is your real position? He's asking these questions. And not only that, he says, I know you are source of everything. You does many things. Just like the way spider who creates a cobweb. And have anybody seen spider creating a cobweb?
Yeah, I've seen
Me, Mataji.
You have seen, but you have seen the creating. But have you seen the spider? It also destruct the cobweb. Have anybody seen that?
What does that mean, Mataji?
It means like he's Breaking the cobweb.
Yes.
He
it's
breaks the cobweb to like go to get it prey out of the web.
out of the web, and sometimes it so happens like as if there is no cobweb at all. It will unbindle it. It's so not free. We will be seeing the creation, but it will also unbindle it. So it will start eating it also. So spider can do that. It will create its own web, and then it spin his own web. At the same time, it will unbindle it also. Yes, Ryan.
So like what you say, the spider eats its web. It's not eating its web, and yellow spiders they using their web by eating it and using it again.
Yeah, spider can do that. So Sage Narada is comparing Lord Brahma. It can be the same comparison, but at least he is using just like the way spider does it, who creates and at the same time also distract. I know you are the person who is in your material world and you are destructing it. Without anybody help, you do everything. Your manifestation has varieties. What does the variety means? From small, tiny microorganisms, from amoeba, bacteria, to like, okay, to some fish. There are 8,40,000 species, right? Anybody knows? There are 8 lakhs. So there are so many living entities, and each one has different shape. Like even in the fish category, there are 2 million species of fishes, but every species will be different. They look different. How will be able to identify? Okay, this is a starfish. This is a butterfly fish. How are we able to identify? Yeah. So we are able to identify. So similarly, there are so many varieties. This is just fish. There are 2 million. Similarly, there are plants, there are animals, there are lizards. There are so many varieties, right? So you do so many things. It's just that it's unfathomable. What you do, so many varieties, it's very hard. You do so many things, but I just have only one doubt. If you do so many things, then why do you perform those austerities? You have seen Brahma, have you seen some pictures? Normally Brahma will be doing like tapas, he will be doing some austerities, he will be sitting calm, and you see, just like the way he has this kamandal, and he will do tapas like austerities. You are doing everything. Why are you doing tapas or this austerities? To please who are doing this? See, normally they do tapas or austerities to please someone. Like we also take up Ekadashi fasting. That is also an austerity, right? We also wake up early. That is also an austerity, right? So why do we do that? So that Krishna is happy. Correct? So we have someone so that we can please them. But you are the ultimate. One thing I don't understand is why do you perform those austerities? Whom are you trying to please? So these questions we might have to understand, though these are some questions asked by Sage Narada. He is a great soul. He is a great devotee of the Lord. It is just not to prove that Narada does not know, but sometimes they ask questions to understand the deeper knowledge and not to show the ignorance. Okay, not out of ignorance Narada is asking, to understand the deeper meaning. Okay, so even if somebody asks question, we have to learn that, okay, we should not mock at them or saying, oh, we should not tell them, oh, don't you know the answer for these things? No, maybe they are asking to get the better understanding, deeper knowledge. Okay. With this, Lord Brahma started to give response. Brahmaji is inspired by questions and enthusiastic to talk about the Supreme Lord. Why? Why is Lord Brahma enthusiastic to talk about Supreme Lord? Because Brahma knows that he is not the creator. He is doing creation based on the directions of Lord Krishna. So now when Narada asks this question, then now he has to reveal about Lord Krishna. And whomever talk about Lord Krishna, whoever tells about Lord Krishna, normally the devotees will be very happy, right? Right, wrong. Yes, Ryan, you have something to add?
So, like what you're saying is Brahma's following, is doing his duty, carrying out all the Vishnu's orders.
Yeah, he's carrying out the order. That's right. But now they say that Brahmaji is enthusiastic to talk about the Supreme Lord. Have anybody observed, say, if somebody is asking you, can you please tell me the story of Lord Krishna stealing butter? How many of you know the story? And if somebody asks
Me,
you that,
Mataji.
Me, Mataji.
yeah. So if somebody asks you that story, how will you say, how will you
Which
respond?
stories? There's so many stories of him stealing butter.
Now you will say, oh, there are so many stories. I don't know which one to say, which one not to say. You will be enthusiastic, right? Because you are going to talk about Lord Krishna. Similarly, the devotees will be very eager to talk about Lord Krishna. That's what Lord Krishna also said in Bhagavad Gita chapter 10 verse 9, right? Does anybody know what does this words start with? Anybody wants
Mataji, which word?
Bhagavad Gita chapter 10 verse 9. This is one of the Chatushlokis.
Aham sarvasya
Aham sarvasya prabhu.
prabhu.
That is 10.8, 10.9.
Oh. Vachita
Vachita sarvabhutana.
Vachita matkada prana bodhayantas paraspara katayantasya mamnityam tasya
Very good. Hari bol to everyone. Hari bol, hari bol. Okay, that's so true. What does Krishna says? Machitta. My devotees will always think about me. Badgata prana. Like they are always close, so close to me. Bodhayanta parasparam. Katayantascha mam nityam. So they will talk about the stories. They will relish it. See, when we talk about Krishna, that's why they say, right? Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. So if we talk about Lord Krishna, anything that is associated with Lord Krishna, devotees will be very happy. And Lord Brahma is a great devotee, right? So he got enthusiastic about it. So he just can't stop himself. Oh, I'm going to talk about Lord. So, and then after that, he said, acknowledge the conclusion. What does that mean? Like he said, yes, Narada, I know why you are telling. How did you come to this conclusion that I am the one who is the creator? I am doing everything. It's no wonder. It's no wonder that whoever is in material world, because they are influence of Maya. So once they come into this material, they are influenced, right? So anybody who is having the influence, they will have this kind of understanding. And Prabhupada gives an analogy of frog. So what does this analogy say? It's just like the frog who is staying in a well, right? In a well, how much of water is going to be there? Lot of water? No, very little water, whatever that the well can hold sufficient, that land has water only. So a frog who is staying in a well, if you go and talk to him, you know what? There is an ocean and there is a lot of water in that ocean. And the well frog will ask, oh really? How big the water will be? How big the water body is? What is the expanse of that? And if we go and try to explain to that person, you see it's so big, it's so enormous, you know only where it starts, you never know where it ends. It's like if you keep telling all these things, the well frog will get confused and even he can think only based on his limits, whatever his capacity is, he will be able to think only at that point. He won't be able to think beyond it. So whoever is in this material world, Lord Brahma is telling, okay, yes, I know you are thinking because you see me only doing this. You don't know the hand behind this. And Lord Brahma declared his subordinate position. And Lord Brahma said, you know what? No, I am not the controller. I am not everything. I do what Lord has instructed to me. The materials have already been created. You think that I am creating so many living entities? No, I did not create that. I am doing what has already been, I'm just assembling it. How many of you had a DIY kit? Like you go and buy some DIY shop. There are so many things nowadays, right? Like a slime kit or something. You just get it, or some locket. I know only these things, but I think there should
Me,
be some.
Mataji.
Right? So we go and buy the DIY kit and we follow the instruction and we put together things together, and finally we get something as a product, right, which we can use. Correct? Right? So Lord Brahma is saying, I'm doing just like this. I'm doing just like you, what you're doing, assembling. I'm just joining the kit. But who really, say, for example, I'm buying a slime kit. Okay. They will have some powder, they will have some glue, and they will have some glitters. And if they will say, okay, just now add this activator and put the glue and then put the color, now you will get a slime. What I'm doing is I'm adding everything. I'm putting activator, I'm putting a glue, I'm putting this pearls, and now I'm getting a pearl slime. So what you see is a pearl slime. You see that I am creating it. But who is creating those pearls? Who is creating those glues? Who is creating those activators? Very good. So it's Krishna who is creating it. I am doing what has already been created. I am just putting things together and give you a pearl slime. Tomorrow, if you come and ask me, I need a glitter slime, I'll put glitter, activator, glue, and then give you a glitter slime. Okay, that is what I am doing. I don't do more than that. I create what has already been created by the Lord. People bewildered by his Maya think Brahma to be the creator. So that's what he says. But nobody knows that there is someone behind me who is giving instruction, or from whom I take inspiration and I take instruction and follow the advice. So from this, what do we learn? Honest subordinates acknowledge the grace of their glorious master. They duly transfer the credits to superior instead of posing as independent achievers. So did you get anything? Did anybody follow this line? What does it say?
Mataji, you said nobody knows that Brahma is not the creator, but you just said it. Now we all know.
Sorry, did I say something different?
No, it's a joke.
You said that nobody knew the creator.
Oh, now we know, because it's Prabhupada shared this information, because it is there in Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam, everything has been there, but they were in Sanskrit. But it was Srila Prabhupada who translated to English. So now his disciples were able to get it to us. If it is not Srila Prabhupada, then even we wouldn't have known. We would have think Brahma is the creator. Correct? So it's all because of Guru Parampara we came to know about it. So here, what they are saying is, so honest subordinates. Honest subordinates means somebody who is working under like master, worker, something like that. So whoever is working under a master, they are called as subordinates. Acknowledge the grace of glorious master. Okay. These people, say for example, if you go to some office, right? There will be some supreme person, and under him we might have to visit some say for example minister or something. So the minister cannot say, oh, I did something, I constructed everything, I did so many things. But the president can say, yes, that railway track was constructed by me. Though president did not go and do those, laid those railway tracks, everything comes within the president's jurisdiction, correct?
Mataji, like we have a principal at my school, but then we have two assistant principals that help the principal.
Yeah, they help. Similarly, Brahma is helping Lord Krishna. Thank you so much, Janvi, for sharing that. So they duly transfer the credit to superiors instead of posing their independent achievers. Here, Brahma did not say, yeah, I am doing everything. I am the supreme. No, here he is passing over the credits back to the Lord. So that is how we should also do. If somebody praises us, say for example, we are doing a good kirtan, or if they are giving a good class, or if you are making a nice boga, we are saying we should not get, oh, it's me who did it. It's because somebody advised us, and Krishna let us do that. Okay. So we should also remember that. And that is all we have for today. Before we go to
We should we should obey that Krishna did everything.
yeah. Thank you, Devash. Thank you so much for sharing. So I hope everybody got today's class. Let's end this class with Vaishnav Pranam mantra before we move to the next section. Vanchakalpadurupyasya kripa sindhe.
Did you hear the presentation? The class is not over yet.
Okay, then let's move to the
Mataji,
next
we
session.
usually don't do Vanchakalpa because kids will think class is over and they will
Oh,
go
sorry,
away.
sorry.
So that's okay, Mataji. When you're doing the last session, we can do it. When you're doing the first section, we are stopping doing Vanchakalpa. Otherwise, kids think, okay, class over, let me go away.
Sorry, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
No problem, Mataji. That's fine. You don't know that, right? Because you always come for the end sections mostly. That's fine. No worries at all. So we have what we have today.
Presentation.
Presentation. Krishna Nayana, are you ready?
Krishna Radha. It's Krishna Radha.
Yeah.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Let me read the introduction of Krishna Nayana. Okay.
Let me, could you put it here?
Wait.
Mataji.
Yes. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, it's presentation time. Let's to introduce Krishna Nayana. Okay. Laptop kinda padtadu. Em chestunnavu? Okka nimisham. Okay. So today we are very fortunate to have Krishna Nayana to present for us. What she's presenting? She's presenting the pastimes of Lord Jagannath. Wow, very nice to hear. Who has a big eyes, right? So Krishna Nayana is 10-year-old. She likes to sing bhajan and kirtan. She dresses her home deities Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra. She sings Guru Arati every Sunday at the temple. She has been attending Bhakti Sangha for past 3 years. She is very grateful to all the teachers of Bhakti Sangha, and we are also very grateful to Krishna Nayana. She is giving her sweet association. As we all know, she sings very nice bhajan. If we have time, we can hear from her today also. And Krishna Nayana, I'm so proud of you how you're growing up and you're already 10, 2 digits. Gone single digits, right? You became a big girl now. Over to you, Krishna Nayana.
Okay, Mataji. Can you see my screen?
Yes, but there is nothing on the first slide.
Okay, the glorious pastimes of Lord Jagannath. So before I begin, I'll say the prayers and thank you, Vindika Mataji, for giving me this opportunity. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Pasyatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The appearance of Lord Jagannath. So, during Satyuga, there was a king named Indralumya of the Manva dynasty. He was a very great devotee of Lord Vishnu and always had a great desire to see him. One day, a Brahman came to see the king and told him about Purushottam Kshetra, a sacred place. The Brahmana then described the place, saying it's sacred and a very beautiful deity, Lord Nilamadhav, is worshipped. The deity resides on top of the blue mountain called Nilachal. One who takes darshan of this deity and gets liberated. The king heard this and he was very happy and excited. He then selected a Brahman named Vidyapati to find more about Lord Nilamadhav. Vidyapati set out for Lord Nilamadhav. He had so much devotion for Lord Nilamadhav that he did not feel hungry or thirsty throughout his whole journey, like at all. So then Vidyapati met Vishvabasu as a tribal sabara who was coming back from the temple of Lord Nilamadhav. Vishvabasu inquired more about Vidyapati and then invited him to come to his home. He offered Vidyapati prasad, but Vidyapati said he would not eat till he saw Lord Nilamadhav. Vishvabasu was hesitant to show Vidyapati Lord Nilamadhav, but then Vidyapati convinced Vishvabasu, so he took him to Nilachandam. They started the journey at night and reached in the early morning to Nilachal Dam. Vidyapati rushed towards the deity and offered his obeisances, thanked the deity for his darshan. Vidyapati then stayed at Visvabasu's house for some time, and now he ate the prasad. The prasad was so delicious, he asked Visvabasu where did he get it from. Visvabasu said that the demigods, the devatas such as Indra, Chandra, Vayu, they all come and give offerings to Lord Nilamadav, and these were the offerings from Lord Nilamadav. So after he stayed at Visvabasu's house for some time, thanked him, and made his journey back to Avantipura, the kingdom of King Indra. So Vidyapati described his journey and experience with the king, and then Narada Muni came to see the king. King Indramya told Narada Muni about his desire to build Lord Nilamadev a beautiful temple. He asked Narada for help in fulfilling his desire. Soon they set out for the temple of Lord Nilamadev. But when they got there, King Indramya was devastated because the deity vanished and all that remained from the deity was the golden city. Then they heard a celestial voice that the king will get darshan in a different form. Narada instructed the king to do 1,000 Ashwamedha yajnas. After all the yajnas were done, the celestial Daudi Brahman will appear from the ocean. When it did come out, you could see the chakra, conch, lotus, and club. But who will carve the Daudi Brahman? Many professional grade carpenters tried to carve it, but their tools broke. The tools broke because they're ordinary carpenters with ordinary tools trying to carve a celestial Daudi Brahman. So then the king got very upset and he did not know what to do. So he then again he heard another celestial voice, which said that a carpenter will come soon to do the carving. Finally, a carpenter did come. He said he'll finish the carving within 21 days. But he had a condition. If anyone comes inside the room for 21 days, the deities will be unfinished and the carpenter will disappear. So on the 14th day, they couldn't hear any knocking or scratching or anything from the carpenter like they usually did. So the king Indradumya and Queen Kunjita Devi got very worried because they couldn't hear the carpenter. So the king really wanted to open the door, but the words of the carpenter kept rushing back to him. But then Queen Kunjita Devi persuaded him, so he opened the door. And then even after so many warnings, and then the deities stood there unfinished. So then the king regretted that he was the cause of the unfinished deities, so he was lamenting about that. And then Narada again came to see him and said it was the Lord's wish to be in this form. And then Narada instructed him, go invite Brahma for the installation. So King Indradumya invited Brahma for the installation. In Satyuga, you can travel to different planets. So the installation was done on the Purnima day of the Jyeshta month, May to June, Jai Jagannath. Okay, so now I'm going to be singing a bhajan. Okay. Jai Jai Jagannath Sachidanandan Tribhuvana Kore Jai Charanabhan Jai Jai Jagannath Sachidanandan Tribhuvana Kore Jai Charanabhan Nila Shale Shanka Chakra Gada Padmadar Nadiya Nangare Dandaka Mandalukar Nila Shale Shanka Chakra Gada Padmadar Nadiya Nangare Dandaka Mandalukar Keho Bole Pure Be Ravana Badila Goloker Vaibhav Leela Prakash Korilan Jai Jai Jagannath Sachidanandan Tribhuvana Kore Jai Charanabhan Shri Radha Bhave Be Gaura Avatar Hare Krishna Nam Gaura Korila Prachar वासुदेव घोष बोले करी जोड़ा हाथ से गौर से कृष्ण से जगन्नाथ वासुदेव घोष बोले करी जोड़ा हाथ जय गौर से कृष्ण से जगन्नाथ जय जय जगन्नाथ सच्चिदानंद त्रिभुवन करे जा चरणावंद त्रिभुवन करे जा चरणावंद. Okay, Jay. The next pastime of Lord Jagannath is Lord Jagannath, the protector of his devotees. Once there was a great Brahmana named Nilambar Das who lived in northern India. He was maintaining his family very well by doing a proper job and was compassionate to all the living beings. Every day he would listen to Harikatha and Nilambara was thus a great person.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Nayana, sorry to bother you. Yeah, when now it is fine. Before the slide was not completely seen. It is like a vertical, like it's
Sideway.
yeah, sideway only was coming on the screen. Now it is good.
Okay.
Please make sure it comes like this.
Okay. He had controlled all his senses and filled his life with Hari Bhajan. At one point in his life, Nilambara realized that all his material possessions, including his family and friends, were the cause of his bondage in this material world. He thought to himself, after I achieved this rarely obtainable body, I simply waste it with all these people. Lord Jagannath has appeared in his Dari Brahman form. It's better if I just go take darshan of the Lord there and renounce my life. Thinking like this, Nilambar started his journey to Jagannath. While he was crossing a dense, fearsome forest, Nilambar depended on the Lord and crossed the forest safely to the banks of Ganga. There was no boatman there to take Nilambar to the other side of Ganga. But then Nilambar saw a fisherman, so he called the fisherman over to give him a ride to the other side of Ganga. Nilambar got on the boat, but he didn't know the fisherman's evil intentions. The fisherman was going to take him to the deep side of Ganga, push into like the deep side of the Ganga, and push him into the water and steal all his wealth and possessions. Nilambar then got suspicious because the fisherman kept on going deeper and deeper into the Ganga. So he started praying to the Lord. And then he said to the fisherman, "Why are you taking me here? Do you have a plan to kill me?" So then it was then that the fisherman actually revealed his true intentions and said, you should know that you're in front of the death personified. You're destined to die in my hands. Nilambar did not want to die so soon, as he hadn't gotten the darshan of Lord Jagannath, so he didn't want to die. So when the fisherman was about to harm Nilambar and push him into the Ganga, the Lord, who heard Nilambar's prayer, came to save him by assuming the form of a kshatriya and was standing on the side of the Ganga, which they were just started from, and going to the other side. They were just on the side they started from. So then the kshatriya, who was the Lord, yelled out to the fisherman, Hey, immediately bring back the boat with Nilambar if you want to save your own life." So hearing these words, which sounded like the roaring of a lion, the fisherman thought to himself, this Brahmana is very fortunate. He is going to be saved by the Lord, and I can't do anything about it. How can I free myself now? So then the fisherman started rowing back to the shore. Since the fisherman was making the boat go very, very slowly, the kshatriya, who was the Lord, got very impatient and then pierced a hole with his big bow with a big arrow into the side of the boat, and then immediately really afraid, the fisherman started rowing the boat more swiftly. So as soon as they made it to the side of the river, the kshatriya yelled at the fisherman, and he was very angry, and said, "Oh, fisherman, you're such a fool. You need to give up your pride from now on. I stand guarding this forest, and you never took permission from me to enter. And not only that, you cheat the king by avoiding taxes." After expressing all his anger at the boatman or fisherman, he turned to Nilambar and said, "Oh, Brahmana, the king appointed me to guard this forest. You traveled all this way and never told me." Nilambar replied, I am so sorry. I did not know that the king appointed you to guard this forest. I did not see you. So I entered this forest. Nilambar did not understand that the Kshatriya was the Lord. So he told his desire, O jewel of the heroes, my life and soul is Lord Jagannath. Please tell me how to cross this river and see him. The Lord, who is a Kshatriya, immediately instructed the fisherman, who was still trembling with fear, to take Nilambar to the other side of the Ganga. So then the fisherman got very scared, so he immediately took Nilambar to the other side of Ganga. So Nilambar still continued his journey throughout the dense forest again, and then he made it to Jagannath Puri. Coincidentally, it was actually Radha Yatra at the time, so Jagannath, Baldev, and Subhadra were on the chariot. So Nilambar meditated upon the Lord, and thus he left his body in front of the Lord too. Fun facts about the temple of Jagannath. Okay, every day a priest at the Jagannath Puri temple climbs to the very, very top of the temple to change the flag. If this isn't done every day, the temple will be closed down shut for 18 years. The Jagannath Puri temple has no shadow, no matter what way the sun is facing. From every direction you look at the chakra, it looks the exact same. So no matter which way you go, the chakra looks the exact same. On the top of the temple, there was never an encounter with birds or an airplane flying above the temple. This means that birds, when they go in their little formations and fly all around, not even a single bird went above the temple flying or anything. Never happened, and an airplane never flew above the temple either. And then for cooking, this is my favorite one. For cooking, there are 7 pots stacked up on top of each other. It's always the first one which gets cooked first. So there are 7 pots stacked up on top of each other, and then the fire underneath. Usually it would be the bottom one which gets cooked first. But then the very last top one always gets cooked first. So, and then from there, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, like that, it goes down like that. Thank you for listening. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Nayana. Thank you so much for the beautiful, beautiful presentation. It was very, very nice, and your bhajan is also so beautiful. We have 10 minutes. We can take turns to talk about Krishna Nayana's presentation. I will allow kids to
Can I go
unmute
first?
themselves. Yeah. We will start with who was raising first? I think Jay, I think. Yeah, Jay, go ahead.
I raised my hand first.
Your presentation was so good, and I liked the bhajan, and the story was so good.
Thank you, Jai.
Next, Ryan, go ahead.
So, Krishna and I really like how you did your presentation, and I like how you also to sing the budget. And I'm so impressed that you did a fun fact. Because in a presentation there was no fun facts, but you were the only one who did a fun fact. And I really like how you said the past tense and about that and man. And I liked how it is true that Krishna always protects his devotees. Thank you, Krishna Nayana.
Thank you, Ryan.
We have next, Palvit.
So Krishna Nayana, I like how you told about Jagannatha, and also in the middle how you said a story, and then after that, I thought after the bhajan, it was over, but it keep going on. So I was surprised.
Thank you, Palvit.
Long time.
Thank you, Palvit. Param, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, and I really liked your presentation because I really liked the bhajan. And because I really liked your bhajan. They made me like it a lot, the bhajan. And I also liked the pastime, the two pastimes that you said, and the facts. Like I didn't know that about the fact when like it will be closed, like if they don't put up the flag, it will be closed, the temple will be closed for 18 years. So thank you, Krishna Nana, for sharing a lot of things. Thank Hare Krishna, Krishna Nana.
Jannavi, go ahead.
Hi, Krishna, Krishna, and I loved your presentation and all the fun facts you said. Like, I didn't know any of them, and like the story of Nilambara, I really like that story too. It's one of my favorite stories.
Thank you, Janavi.
We have next Sanvi. Go ahead.
Hey, Krishna, Krishna, Nana, I really liked your pastime that you taught about Sri Jagannath, and I really liked how you told that the Lord always protects his devotees in any situation. And I loved how the way you sang that bhajan. It was really nice, and you have a really sweet voice, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Sanvi.
Devash Bala.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Nayana. I like the Jagannath Jagannath pastimes, and you detailed it nice, and your bhajan was nice. I liked your presentation. Thank you, Krishna Nayana.
Thank you, Bala.
Thank you, Devash Bala. Now Balavrinda wanted to share. Balavrinda, go ahead.
Okay, I really like your presentation, and I like the fun facts, and I like that how you said that no birds come on top of the temple, and any way you look at this, so there's a check on top of it. It looks like the same exact way. And I also like the budget. And thank you for sharing the story how he only carved
Off.
half of the DD.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Vrinda.
Balavrinda.
Okay, now we have Slok.
Krishna, and I liked how you said in detail and all those fun facts, and the bhajan sounded really nice. Especially, you're really good at kartals, and the bhajan sounded very good.
Thank you, Shlok.
Okay, we have Smriti.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Nayana. I really liked your presentation. I liked the two stories, and I especially liked your bhajan. Your voice is so nice. It's definitely something I could learn from.
Thank you, Smriti.
Okay, we have Suhrad. Suhrad.
Presentation was how you explained each story.
Thank you, Suhrad.
Suhrad.
Smriti.
Krishna, I really like your presentation, and I really like both of the stories. How Lord Jagannath protected both of his devotees, and some of the facts that and the fun facts that you said about the temple, some of them I didn't even know.
Thank you, Smriti.
Ramachandra, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Nayana. I really liked the second story because I never heard of it, and also you sang the bhajan really nicely, and also the fun facts at the end. I didn't even know half of them.
Thank you, Ramachandra.
Thank you. Thank you, all the kids. Krishna, as all the children said, your presentation was very, very nice. And your bhajan too. Thank you so much. And we expect more presentations from you. And there is a small announcement. You all saw already there is an Excel sheet sent out for the Gita recital on 21st December, 5 p.m. CST. Okay, 5 p.m. Not 5. Usually you kids join 5:30 or 6:30 EST. You need to join 30 minutes early. And I want to know the count of children who knows all the Bhagavad Gita slokas, because I see the sign up is very less this time. We have children, but sometimes we are not filling all the slots. Then I need to know who knows all the Bhagavad Gita, so I can call out their names if there is a slot is empty. And I want who know Bhagavad Gita to stay all the time, so that you kids can help me if someone is not there. Okay, like Vrinda knows, Janavi knows. I know some kids' names. If you are there in the call, then I will call out your names. Okay?
Mataji?
Yes.
Krishna Mataji?
Yes.
I know most of the shlokas, Mataji.
Oh, very good, sir. Then please stay for all the time, and you be there on the call. I will call you. I will note down in my paper so that I know, okay, these all kids can recite any sloka. Sometimes what happens, kids sign up and they don't show up. So that time, if you are there on the call, I will call out. I'll make sure whoever is there on the call and who knows slokas get more chance if someone is not there. Okay?
Mataji,
Mataji probably can't stay for the whole time because I have other classes, but I will try to.
Okay. If you are there, I will call your name. Okay.
Mataji,
Yes.
siblings allowed to participate too?
Param, your name is there already. You put one slot, right? Every kid get one slot, okay? While signing up, only one slot. For Madhava kid, I allowed to put 2 slots because they are big kids. But other kids, only one slot right now. If there is slot remaining and no kid is signed up, that slot I can give whoever is available.
Mataji,
Okay.
can
Yes.
my sister go?
What is that?
Can my sister do?
Yes. Please,
Okay.
please. Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. You can ask your sister one slot and you one slot, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you, kids. Whoever did not sign up, please do sign up and please be present on the call. Okay, Ryan, tell me.
So, when are we gonna have the children that are going to have a story presentations?
Story presentation now. This year it's over. January we'll open.
So we have to wait January.
Yeah, January next year. Okay.
January.
Yeah, January we'll open again kids presentation. Yes, Palvit.
Actually, is my name up there because my mom added me?
What is that?
Is my name on there because my mom added me?
Yeah. You already got added, Palvit. You already got added. Okay. Don't worry.
Mataji, I have a question. What is the age group for the Madhava?
What is the age group for Madhava? Madhava is 10 years. 10 or 11. Okay.
Mataji, I'm 10.
Okay, you're 10. You need to join Madhava class, okay?
Mataji, I'm 10, about to be 11, Mataji. So
Yes. I think I sent your mom detail. I think you are also there in Madhava group, right? What's your mom name? You joined recently, right? Your mom was joined in both the groups, I think, Suhurut. I told her to be in both the groups, Madhava group and also in the regular group, as you were 10-year-old. Actually, 10, 11, any age is okay. After 10 and 11, only 1 year is difference. You people can join there. If you're joining there, you will get 2 slots to present. Okay. Now, we will. Somebody's phone is ringing. Okay, now we'll close the call because we have we have a Bhagavatam summary class. I would like to offer my obeisances. Vanchakalpatarobhyasya kripa sindhubhyevacha padidanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo nama. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Charu Mataji ki jai, Krishna Nayana ki jai. Bye bye, kids. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
We are on time, so we will start the next one. Dandavat Pranam. Okay, good. Is it Preeti Mataji? We have to stop this live.